Hello Year 8. This is the solution to week 22 recall and retrieve. I'll be going through the first 4 questions. If you are here for the answers to questions 5 to 8, then check the timestamp in the description below. Can I remind you to make sure that you correct any questions you could not complete or add more working out where appropriate? So question number 1 says, work out what comes next in each of these sequences. So we can see that this is subtract 1, subtract 2, subtract 3, subtract 4. So to get the final number, we need to subtract 5. 10 take away 5 is 5. This sequence here, we are add 6, add 10, add 14, add 18. We are adding an extra 4 each time. So we would need to add 22. So the answer is 72. Question number 2 says a minibus can transport 19 students. How many minibuses would be needed for 350 students? There's various ways you can do this question, but the question is asking us to do some sort of division. So I'm just going to do this as a formal division. You could write your 19 times table down the side to help you out. I'm going to see if I don't need that. I'll write it out if I do need it. 19 into 3 doesn't go. Carry the 3. 19 goes into 35 one time with 16 left over. So this is where you might need your 19 times table. So I'll just quickly pop some of it down should I need it. A good way of adding 19 is to add 20 and take 1 off. It is a lot quicker. Remember, you can check at 5 times a number by doing 10 times and halving it. So I can see already now that 19 goes into 161, 2, 3, 4, 8 times. But there's going to be some remainder. And that remainder means we are going to need that extra minibus. So it is 19 minibuses. Question 3 says complete the table of values for the following function, and we have got y equals 4, take away 2 lots of x. Well, I normally start with positive numbers when I'm doing a table of values. It's easier. So I've got to do 4, take away 2 x's. Well, if x is 2, 2 x's is 4, 4 take away 4 is 0. For 0, I'm doing 4 take away 2 nothings, which is 4. At this point, you might spot a pattern. It is going up in 2s this way. The reason why this one comes out as 6, if you're interested, is you are doing 4 take away 2 lots of -1. So you are taking away -2. And when you subtract a negative number, that is equivalent to adding. When you plot these coordinates, we should be ending up with something that looks like this. So I'm just going to plot the extra points just to help me draw it in a little bit neater. Question 5. Using the table, work out the mean number of parking tickets. So this table's already been set up for you. We need to do x times f. We need to work out some totals. Again, I'm going to see how much of this I can do without a calculator because it's always good practice. 35 for 1 times 35. So I'm just multiplying these, remember. 44. 3 times 17 is 51. 4 times 19 is 76. And 5 times 7 is 35. Adding these things up, I imagine it's going to be 100, but I'll just double check. 7, 14, 21, 30, 60, 70, 80. Yeah, it's 100. And the total for these, I'm going to add the 4 and the 6 is 10. The 5 and the 5 is 20, so that's 21. Just put that there as a little reminder. The 3 and the 7 is 10. So we've got 19, 22, 23, 24. I think that's 241. So it's 241 divided by 100, which is 2.41. Question number 6 is great revision of a topic we have just finished. So remember, I suggested you always write things as improper fractions first. So 2 2/3 is 8/3. Take away 4/5. We then need a common denominator of 15. So we are timesing this one by 5. So it's 40/15. We are timesing this one by 3. That is 12/15. We are subtracting 40 take away 12 is 28/15, which is 1 13/15. Question 7, we're completing the table, which is equivalent fractions, decimals, percentages, but writing fractions in their simplest form. Well, 0.75 is 3/4, so this is 1 3/4. And 175% just times by 100 to turn a decimal into a percentage. 0.5% is 0.005. Well, 1% is 1 out of 100. 0.5% is 1 out of 200. You could start as 5/1000. It would then simplify. 2/25, if I times the top and the bottom by 4, that would be 8/100. So it is 8%, which is 0.08. Finally, question 8, I am a shape with 4 sides. I have 2 pairs of opposite sides the same length. At this stage, it could be a rectangle. I have no lines of symmetry. That is now telling us it is this shape here. 2 pairs of opposite sides the same length, no lines of symmetry. It is a parallelogram. So, hope you did well on that. Remember, correct any answers you haven't got right.